assemble here one more time. So, today I would like to share with you a very sweet and special pastime that happened in Vrindavan. This is the pastime of Radharani's coronation. Coronation means when she was crowned as the queen of Vrindavan. So this pastime was described by Srila Jiva Goswami Pad in the book called Madhav Mahotsav. As you know, we never heard about Krishna being the king of Braj, right? Krishna is not the king of Braj. But we heard that Radharani is the queen of Vrindavan, right? She is Vrindavaneshwari only. Vrindavaneshwari means she is the queen of Braj. So even Lord Shiva, he has glorified Radharani in a very beautiful way. In the Chiranda Kripakanda Chistavaranta, he says, Makeshwari, Kriyeshwari, Sateshwari, Sureshwari, Triveda Bharatishwari, Pramana Satsangeshwari, Rameshwari, Shameshwari, Praboda Kanameshwari, Rajeshwari, Brajadive, Shiradike, Namostute. So Radharani, she is the queen of all the Vedic sacrifices. She is the queen of pious activities. She is the queen of the material world. She is the queen of the demigods, of the Vedic scholarship. She is the queen of knowledge, queen of goddesses of fortune, the queen of forgiveness, the queen of Vrindavan. She actually is the empress of Braj. Oh Radhika, my obeisance to you. So this is what we learned from our tradition. But one day, the friends of Krishna, the Sakhas, they decided that they should glorify Krishna in an unprecedented manner that was never done before. So then Sridham decided that we should declare that Krishna is the king of Braj. And all of them agreed with him immediately. So they went and they propagated this news to all the Brajavasis that now Krishna is the king of Braj. So they told to the cows, to the birds, the trees, to the elders, to everyone, even to the gopis, that now Krishna is the king. And anyone who you pluck flowers without permission will be severely punished. That was his first amendment. So, like this, Vrajavasis is okay. You follow the orders of the new king of Braj. But the Vrajagopis, they were not happy with that. Lalit and Vishaka, they became furious. And they said, how this fellow, this cheetah, is now calling himself the king of Braj. If our Somini, she is actually the queen of Vrindavan. She never appointed him as the king, so how he can be the king? So in this way, they made a plan. What was their plan? They would come and kidnap Madhumangal and bring Madhumangal at the feet of Radharani. So like this they did. And they told Madhumangal, you should tell to your boss to surrender to our queen. Otherwise, we will destroy, we will finish all of you. The Vrajagopis, they were holding what? Flower guns. Just like when they go for Holi, they have this, injection of cylinder of water, and so many, they also bombs. The bomb is made out of kurkuma and pollen and some different types of powder jewels. They wrap into a very fine type of fiber. They use it. They throw as a bomb. So they were completely armored from head to toe, full of weapons. Were the most sweet weapons. Then Madhumangal is saying, okay, definitely, I will tell Krishna to surrender to Radharani. So in this way, Madhumangal, he went back Krishna, look, this is the situation. And what do? You declare war, you go for fighting, or you will surrender. And Krishna, he thought for a while and he said, okay, I think it's better if I surrender. Because if I quickly surrender, I can come close to her without making any problems. Then he took Krishna to Radharani, and then Bharata told, take this crown and put on the feet of Radharani. And he did. But not only that, his flute, his peacock feather, his turban, everything also put Radharani's feet. Then only then he is accepting that he now subordinated to our queen. And like this they did. So everyone was very happy, Krishna was very happy, Radharani was very happy. So in that way, a couple of months passed. And the news that Radharani is now the queen of Braj has come to the ears of Chandravali. Chandravali is the rival of Radharani, number one adversary of Radharani. So Padma, who is the right hand of Chandravali, she was jealous. And then she thought, no, my Chandravali, she must be the queen, not Radharani. Who told Radharani is the queen? So, but how can we get that declared officially? So they decided they would treat Krishna. How they treat Krishna? Padma came to Krishna and told, Krishna, do you agree that Chandra is the queen of Vrindavan? And Krishna said, yes, definitely Chandra is the queen of Braj. So Krishna thought Chandra is actually Chandra Kanti. Means Radharani's name. One of Radharani's name is Chandra Kanti. Is the one whose bodily complexion is like the moon, effulgent like the moon. But Padma was being Chandravali. And Krishna says, yes, Chandra is the queen of Braj. Immediately Padma took those words and then she came to propagate that now Krishna is supporting that Chandravali is the queen of Radharani. And when the news came to Radharani's camp, big havoc. They were about to kill Krishna. And the gopis, they were discussing among themselves. And then they sent a message through Vrinda. They said, Vrinda, you go to Krishna and ask him, what is this? Why is now declaring that Chandravali is the queen? What is this nonsense? So Vrinda Devi came to Krishna. And then she asked Krishna what happened. Now everyone is saying that you are supporting Chandravali as a queen. He said, no, I never did that. I never said that. He said, no, yes, Padma took your words. I said, oh, she's very clever. I never mean that Chandra is Chandravali. Actually, I thought it was Radharani. No, I definitely support Radharani as the queen. I never took the side of Chandravali. But then, Vrinda Devi, she was thinking, actually the situation is very awkward. We should actually declare at once, officially, from the authorities, that the only queen of Braj is Radharani. So what Vrinda Devi did? She actually went to talk to Brahma, Chaturmukh Brahma. And then she told Brahma, actually, I need one favor from you. Can you go and declare with an aerial voice that Radharani is actually the original and the only queen of Vrindavan, and that her coronation should be done with a grand, a celebration, so that everyone can come and witness that. So immediately, Brahmaji accepted that, and with his aerial voice, he spoke to all Brajvasis. The only queen of Braj is Radharani, and she should be coronated, crowned as the queen of Braj with the most opulent and beautiful celebration. And that celebration will be conducted by Purnamasi and Vrindavan. So after everyone heard this, they became very happy. Now, even Vrishabhanu Maharaj, Nitida Devi, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, they all know about this. All Vrajavasis, they are very happy. And now finally, they organized, they chose a date, special date for the coronation of Srimati Radharani. So how they did? Now, this is the Adivas Divas. This is the day before the coronation. There was a celebration in Radharani's house in Jagat. That time she was already married. So, but Padma, she was still not, giving up. So she came to Jyotila, Radharani's mother-in-law, and told, actually, they are planning to make Radharani the queen of Vrindavan beside Krishna as the king. So they want to again make them together, come together. And I know very well that you don't like this and you are very much suspicious about Krishna meeting Radharani, so you should not allow her to come out of the house. Oh Baba, now everyone is very upset. Jyotila forbade Radharani from coming out. So now what to do? So then they called Purnamasi Devi. And Purnamasi came to Jyotila and told Jyotila, we promise you, Krishna will not be there. And even if he will be there, he will be far away from her. He's not going to be given the king as her on her side. So you should not worry. And you should leave Radharani and then let she come tomorrow. It will be a very beautiful thing for you, even for your family. Now your daughter-in-law, she is the queen of Braj. How nice is it? Brahmaji declared that. Then Jyotila, she thought, yes, this will bring Prachishta, fame, prestige to our family. So why we should stop that? Nah? And it will be in front of everyone, so they cannot cheat us. They cannot meet, Radha cannot be with Krishna anyhow, anyway. So in this way, the elders, Jashoda, Rohini, Kirtika, they all blessed Radharani. They did this, a special ceremony, and they sprinkled butter with ghee and yogurt mixed in the people as a sign of auspiciousness, like that. So then, next morning came. Now Radharani, she departed from Javat, accompanied by a grand procession, followed by so many beautiful gopis dressed in the most opulent dresses. And so Jiva Goswami describes that procession with so much colorful, clothes. It was resembling like a beautiful flag dancing in the air like this. So they were, following the crooked paths of the forest. So if you look from the top, that would resemble like a beautiful flag moving in the air like this. Then they were followed by musicians and the heavenly themselves. They were throwing petals. The brahmins, they were chanting mantras, and the brahmacharis, they were carrying ingredients for the coronation. Like this, Radharani's closest friends, they guarded very carefully not to allow any type of disturbance. And as they were passing by each house, by each grove, all the Vrajavasis, they were joining that procession to follow Radharani to the very place where she would be coronated. So in the middle of the forest, in a place called Sarvabhauma Griha, Purnamasi and Brinda Devi, they organized a beautiful platform. Beautiful platform. So this first platform will be the platform of the Abhishek. So Radharani, she is going to now receive, this is called the royal Abhishek. And it is done out of 9 jewel pots. So from the water, with the water coming from these 9 jewel pots, they will bathe Radharani in many, many different ways. So this way, as Radharani, she was seated on top of the platform, Lalita began to fan with the chamar. Vishaka, she was holding a painting of Krishna. Chitra was carrying Sandalvuko. Champakalata, brought the chests of all Jews for Krishna. Tungavira sang the glories of Krishna. Induleka carried the tambour. Rangadevi played the veena. Indalata offered clever poetic praises. And Sudevi meditated on his emotional state. Even the demigoddesses of heaven, they assumed the form of gopis to join the procession. And Radharani praised Vrindadevi and said, Vrinda, everything looks so beautiful, but without the presence of Krishna, for me everything looks like empty. So I'm not happy here, Radharani. Then Vrinda replied, be patient, my young girl. Just as a jewel cup signals that the nectar will soon be served, this grove signals that a divine pastime is about to unfold. Means this jewel cup, when a very special cup is being kept in front of you, empty, means that very soon someone is going to fill up with a very special drink, very special nectar, right? So Vrindadevi said to Radharani, don't worry, we have prepared all this situation, and of course we know that Krishna must come. Now, the fire sacrifice started. Purnamasi Devi, she organized all the brahmacharis and the brahmanas, and also Shiva's wife, Uma, and the wives of all the other demigods as well, they came. Surya Dev came, Jamaraj, Agni Devi, all appear in their divine form, attracted by that beautiful ceremony. Then, where is Krishna? Everyone was thinking. Then Purnamasi asked, now is the time to bring Krishna on the spot. So in this way, Vrindadevi she gave the order. Now is the time to bring the beautiful blue sapphire of Vrindavan to decorate Srimati Radhika. So then, from the sky, so many petals, like a shower of petals, came by the demigoddesses. Upon seeing her, Krishna, he was hiding nearby. He began to tremble, and then he collapsed unconscious in Subal's arms. Then Vrindadevi quickly went there, and she tried to wake Krishna up, revive him. Then Suryadeva's wife, Chaya, she began to worship Radharani with a 5-pointed key lamp. And then Uma, she was actually washing Radharani's lotus feet. By seeing that, Radharani, she paid her obeisances to Uma Devi and told, please, don't do like this. I should worship you. At that time, Uma, she's closing her eyes and folding her hands, and she's telling to Radharani, please, you should be merciful upon me and bless me with the mood of a Brajagopi. So in this way I can serve you much better than what I'm doing now. So this was the beginning of the puja of the Abhishek. Then Krishna finally he woke up and he was brought by Vrindadevi and he was set just beside Radharani. There was another throne, another seat. So Krishna was kept there, just beside Radharani. So now comes one big dilemma. What is this dilemma? How Radha and Krishna they can look at each other? How they can exchange glances? They are in front of everyone. They are very, very shy. The other day I gave, before yesterday I gave online class to this group, and I was just describing one pastime of the mirror ring of Radharani. Right? Maybe some of you were online. Yes. Who was online? Extend your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, just okay. Then I can tell you. So Radharani, she has a mirror ring. She wears this ring on her small finger of right hand. And what is the need of this mirror ring? A small mirror like this attached to the ring. Because when she is in public and Krishna is also present, she can't look towards him directly. Because according to the etiquette, women should cover their head, their faces, and look down in the sign of chastity. So rather she's looking down, covering her head, and then she's looking towards the mirror ring, and then by reflection, she's taking darshan of Krishna in that ring. But now, they are very close to each other. Radharani is not wearing that ring now, because now she's going to take bath. Now she has no ornaments like that. She's dressed only in a very, thick cloth and some flower decorations are there. But then, what is the solution? The solution is that actually the Vrashavasis, they are so hypnotized by Radharani's beauty that they even forget to look at Krishna. So when Radharani is present, Krishna's beauty, Krishna's attractiveness, it's actually being obfuscated by Radharani's glow, Radharani's brilliance. So there was no problem if they would exchange glances. Everyone was so hypnotized by Radharani's beautiful. So then, how people are taking darshan of the divine couple at that time? Some people saw that Krishna, he was like the black cloud. Radharani was the lightning coming from that black cloud. Others saw that Krishna's peacock feather was dancing on his head. Some people saw that his sharp-shaped earring were actually jumping out of the water, full of happiness. And some people saw that the broad chest of Krishna was like the sky of the 24 moons of Radharani. Radharani, she has 24 and a half moons in her body. The face is one, the two cheeks are one, the chin's another one, the forehead is half, then plus 20 fingernails. So these are the 24 and a half moons of Radharani. So people saw that the broad chest of Krishna, in the broad chest of Krishna was like the sky, and the 24 and a half moons of Radharani was in that sky. Then suddenly, what Krishna did, he broke that silence by playing his flute. And he began to play a very sweet and beautiful melody, and all the Vrashavasis began to dance and sing in ecstasy. Everyone was so happy. So like that, the ceremony began. So Parvati Devi, Uma Devi, she came and she began to chant the Vedic mantras. And she brought also flowers, durva grass, rice, mustard seeds, and she gently sprinkled Arya water on Radharani's head and washed her feet with rose petal water. After that, Lalita and all the prominent gopis, they sprinkled Radharani with 8 auspicious types of soil, earth. What are these auspicious soils? From a riverbank, from a place that the boar dug with his tusk, from a place that the bull dug with his horn, from a doorway, from an anthill, from an ocean shore, from a temple site, and from Ganges bank. So these are the 8 auspicious soils. They collected from all these places and they sprinkled on Radharani's head. So even you can do that with your deities. If you have special dust from special places, you can also use and also worship deities like this. And all these holy places, they become even more special when they come from Vrindavan itself. Right? That opulence and that importance is multiplied. After that, the gopis, they sprinkle panchagadya, honey, kush grass, and another 8 types of different soils, important soils. So in total we have 16 types of important soils. Then the brahmacharis, they sprinkle kumkum water, and then they put a 1,000 holes water pot, blessed with herbs, flowers, seeds, and jewels to prepare for Radharani. And like this, in the meantime, Krishna is trying to steal a glance from Radharani. But his eyes actually were taken by the sweetness of this kumkum stained face. This Radharani's face was stained with kumkum. Because they were throwing so many things on her. So when he was trying to see her, automatically he was caught by that beautiful kumkum stained face. Then Purnamasi came, and then she touched the throat and the head of Radharani. Then she placed a pushak grass ring on her finger. And then he soaked Radharani's hands in Gorochana. You know what is Gorochana means? The cow's bile. When this bile becomes like a rock, it is taken and crushed in powder. Becomes a very golden type of color that is resembles actually to Radharani's own bodily complexion. So then Saraswati Devi came and she opened a casket and she said, Savitri is offering this lotus garden, Indrani is offering this gold asana, and the wife of Kubera is offering jewel ornaments. The wife of Varuna is offering golden danda. The wife of Vayu is offering the 2 white chamaras. Swaha, the wife of Agni, is offering 2 pieces of cloth. And the wife of Jamaraj is offering jewel mirror through my hands. Previously, the demons had stolen these treasures worth of Vrindavan. The devas conquered the demons and retrieved these items. Now they have given them all to us. So it means that many demons came to Braj before. They stole many things from Braj, many wealth from Braj. After the demigods defeated them, they took it, and now they are gifting to Radharani back all this treasure. So, now the 9 bath will begin. These 9 jewel pots are, first one is ruby, second coral, pearl, diamond, cat's eye, emerald, yellow sapphire, blue sapphire, and azonite. Azonite means gomeda. So, in all these 9 big pots, sacred water was kept. What water was that? Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati, plus the sweat of Purnamasi Devi. The bodily sweat of Purnamasi Devi. That water was collected and mixed in the bathing water. Then the chief gopis, they came forward and they began to prepare for the bath. So Purnamasi Devi, she announced, now let the bath begin. So I will describe one after the other, each bath and its importance. It's very, very beautiful. The first bath represents actually Adiras. Adiras means the first ras, means Sringa ras, in which Radharani will be blessed by all her desires to be fulfilled in that Adiras. It means in her conjugal relationship with Krishna. That is coming from the ruby pot. And when it was poured on Radharani's body, that looked like a fresh nectar descending from the moon, flowing over a golden creeper, like strings of fine pearls. As the water was being poured over Sri Radha, then Shloka Krishna spoke to Krishna in a joking mood. So Shloka Krishna told Krishna, my dear friend, you should not feel any reservation in looking towards Radharani. Look how beautiful she is there. Everyone is overcome by her beauty. So no one will notice that you are looking to her. Go, take this darshan. This is a very, very special moment. Then one gopi heard that, and then she whispered in Radharani's ears, and she told Radha, Krishna is looking at you, but don't look at him, not even for 1 second. You can increase his affection by acting indifferently. So they were pushing her. This gopi, we understand, it must be Lalita Devi. Lalita Devi is always pushed Radharani to always be more like, what to say, resistant to Krishna. That way. So now the second bath starts. Uma, she took a pure water from the large coral pot, and Radha's beauty and the beauty of the pot combined together to create a new type of beauty. The pot was shining like the sun, and the streams of water falling out if there are sun rays, if there were the sun rays. Below that are the dark clouds of Radha's hair. Below that there is the moon of her face, and below that is the creeper of Radha's limbs. The king of pots, called Padma, is a coral, is bathing Radharani. So by seeing this beautiful second Abhishek, now Vasant, Krishna's friend, told, "Hey Krishna, don't be shy. Everyone is blind by Radharani's golden brilliance. Your bee-like eyes can rest safely on Radharani's lotus face. So gaze upon her, look at her. Why you shy? Why you worried?" But Krishna is hesitating. Now the third bath begins. Vishwasan's two wives, means Sanja and Chaya. Means Vishwasan means Agni, means Surya Dev. This means his proper name. Because Surya Dev is not his name. Not usually call him Surya Dev. But our Surya Dev, his name is Vishwasan. So his two wives, Sanja and Chaya, they came to perform the third Abhishek using the pearl pot. The water looked like rivers of grace flowing into an ocean of luster, youth, and beauty. Ladies from the sun planet, described as angels, fairies, and society girls, assisted Vipassan's two wives by ringing the bells, by blowing conch, and by chanting mantras. And then again, with a sweet voice, now the time of Ujjwal, Krishna's friend, to chastise Krishna, to tease him. Say, "Hey my friend, Radha's Sakhis are actually laughing at you. They are saying that since Radha became the ruler of the forest, Krishna has become completely frightened. He can't look towards her. So my friend, please give up your fear and look at her. What is the problem?" So this is going on during the Abhishek. Now the fourth part. Now the personified rivers. Led by Jamuna Devi, they brought the diamond pot. The light reflected from this diamond pot created a halo above Radharani's head. Then the sacred waters spoke. "Radha, Krishna is the Lord of the three worlds and the treasure of Vaikuntha. Yet he serves you as his greatest wealth. Therefore, you are our supreme empress and our ultimate goal. All glories to you." So then in a joking way, one Gandharva whispered in Krishna's ear, "My dear friend, your fruit breaks the hearts of everyone in the universe. Your glance has similar properties. Even Radha is bewildered by your fragrance. Make sure that today these three do not combine." So he told in a joking way, means today you should not combine your fragrance, your glance, and your fruit sound. So after giving his provocation, what Krishna did? He combined in a double power his attractiveness by playing his flute, by looking towards Radharani, and by increasing his positive fragrance. Then the ocean of Radharani's love swelled. But that love, that ocean could not pass the shoreline of her shyness. Means she was able to control herself. Her love was increasing. She was about to look towards Krishna, but her shyness was like the shore of that ocean. So in this way, still they could not look towards each other. Now the fifth part. Now Shamala Gopi is one type of Tatashta Gopi. She poured water from the cat's eye pot by saying, "O Radha, may you be bathed with the fifth water. Means, in this path, please accept the fifth mystic siddhi called prakamya, which is to fulfill all your desires. As a Swadhina Bhartrika means the one who controls, the heroine who controls her lover, you should fulfill all your desires. Means you have 8 types of siddhis. Actually, Krishna describes this to Uddhav in Bhagavatam, the 8 types of siddhis. The 5th siddhi is called prakamya. Means you have the power to fulfill any desire you have. And Radharani's desire is only one, that is always to be with Krishna. But in which way she wants to be with Krishna? In Swadhina Bhartrika mood, means in a controlling mood, in a superior mood, as Krishna being her servant. Actually, this is the very life of our Gaudiya Sampradaya. I think it was in the house of Rupa Goswami Prabhu. Where is he? He's not here. I described this pastime, another pastime, and I explained this. The importance of this mood of not Gaudiyas, not like Rupanuga line of Radharani being controlling of Krishna. Means Krishna being under the control of Srimati Radha. So I gave the example of that song Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjali Hari. This song is very, very special. And Gurudev gives a very special purport about this song. Gurudev is saying, what is the meaning of Jaya Radha Madhava? Jaya Radha Madhava means, Jaya means to conquer, means to be victorious. So, Bhagwan Thakur is saying, O Radhe, you should become victorious over Krishna in the battlefields of amorous pastimes. We want to see you defeating him, not the opposite. So many things can be told. Maybe you can have this recording, I don't know if this is there. But somehow, this is the mood of our Guru Varga. Our Parampara, as being all Manjaris, they have specifically this mood that they don't want to see actually Radharani suffering because of Krishna. Radharani, submissive to Krishna. They want to see the opposite. They want to see Krishna serving Radharani and Krishna submissive to Radharani. Then they are very happy and they are always singing Jai Jai Jai. Jai Radha Madhava, Jai. Okay, now the 6th part. Now Vrinda Devi comes to give this bath. Vrinda Devi's turn. And she brings the emerald pot. Emerald is green. Vrinda is also green because she is like Vrindavan itself. So that is matching with her own dress as well. Then Vrinda Devi is saying, with the 6th bath, I bathe your 6 limbs and request that with the 6 qualities of a monarch, you protect this forest that has this particular beauty. It has a special beauty. So what are the 6 limbs? Head, shoulders, chest, the trunk, the legs, the feet. And what are the 6 royal attributes that a monarch must have? First, people, troops, wealth, fortresses, counsel, and friends. So a great monarch must have these 6 things. Otherwise, he can't be powerful. Now, when the water approaches Radharani's hair, it became actually yellow-black like honey. When it came to Radharani's moon face, it turns like nectar. And when it came to her breasts, it became like a waterfall and took a hue of her beloved Shyam. Now the 7th part. Now Kundalata, Dhanishta, and other gopis they came to perform this abhishek with the yellow sapphire pot. As the pot pours its scented water on Radha's head, it appears that the moon is bathing a desired creeper in streams of nectar. And then they said, O Murari, the streams of water are hiding the shivering of Radha's body due to love. But what can hide your trembling? So this Madhumangala told to Krishna actually. See Krishna, Radharani she is taking bath. So she can shiver, no problem. But why are you shivering? You are dressed, you are dry. Why are you shivering? Don't do like this. Then Krishna he looked towards Madhumangala with his sweet lotus eyes. And then very secretly he looked toward Radharani. At that very moment, she was looking to him. Now, but how she's looking to him? She's angry. She's not happy. She's showing anger towards him. Now we come to the eighth part. Kasturi Manjari and other gopis who with austerities to relieve themselves of the desire for Krishna's embrace, whose only desire was the happiness of Radha, made their austerity successful today by bathing Radha with the loops of fire pot. Very important to understand this. The Manjaris, they don't want to meet with Krishna personally. They don't want to join Rasa Lila for any type of personal exchange with Krishna. So here, Jiva Goswami Pad says that this Manjaris, they perform austerities just to get rid of that desire to meet with Krishna personally. Because their sole intention is only to serve Radharani, only to see Radharani's happiness, nothing else. Now they were called from to Ved Radharani. Then they said, "Oh my dear friend, please accept this eighth abhishek containing the love of the eight Sakhis, Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Champa, Palata, Kundaviri, Muleka, and Gadevi and Sudevi." By the eight elements means so that you will be endowed with the eight types of sattvika bhavas. So the eighth path is blessed by the eight sakhis and bestow asta sattvika bhavas, the eight positive transformation of bhava. I wish now you can take photo from it and So now is the ninth path. The ninth path is not the final path. There is one extra path afterwards I'm going to describe to you. So this ninth path represents the 9 seasons of Braj. Usually we hear about 6 seasons, right? But actually Jiva Goswami describes 9 seasons. What are they? The joy of monsoon, the pleasure of autumn, the satisfaction of winter, the happiness of dewy season, the brilliance of spring, the auspiciousness of summer, the satisfaction of autumn winter, the brilliance of dewy spring, and the joy of summer monsoon. So while receiving those waters, Radha she brought Krishna under her control with her playful glances. Remember on the 8th path, they exchanged glances. Now in this 9th path, she's controlling him. You can see from this picture there, this Seva Kunja picture. This is actually a very important picture to describe all these leelas. So how Radharani is looking towards Krishna, sidelong glance, and bringing him under control. And you can see where is Krishna's flute? At Radha's feet. Means he is completely controlled, he completely surrendered. So, now while receiving those waters, Radha brought Krishna under her control with her playful glances. As the earth is pleased by the fragrances, means earth means gold, and pleased means meda, means this 9th path is made out of Goveda pot. This Goveda gem pot is bathing Radha and giving pleasure to the earth. So today, on the occasion of the Abhishek, Radha is purified by the affection of her beloved Krishna and tinged by her own attraction to him. This is something very, very interesting. As Radha, she gazes upon Krishna, she stares at Krishna. She contemplates his beauty and she drinks the sweetness of his beauty. And what happens? She becomes very happy. And by that happiness, Radharani's beauty increases. And as Krishna is contemplating Radharani's beauty increasing, he becomes more happy. And by that, he becomes more beautiful. So in the same way, as he is more beautiful, Radharani is also more happy. She is more beautiful. He is more happy. He is more beautiful. Radha is more happy, like that. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he describes in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that Krishna himself, he says, although my beauty defeats the beauty of 10 million cupids, although it is fearless and unsurpassed, and fills the three world with pleasure, seeing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. Upon seeing Radha, Krishna's joy increases, and his incomparable sweetness also increases. Lord Krishna's beauty increases at the sight of the beauty of Radha, and the more Radha sees Krishna's beauty, the more her beauty increases. In this way, a competition takes place between Krishna's and Radha's beauty, which no one of them will find defeat. So it's the most beautiful competition between Krishna and Radha's beauty, and no one is going to be defeated. All are victorious. This type of battle you don't find anywhere in this world. Not possible. In a battle, someone must be defeated, right? But the battle between Krishna and Radha's beauty, both are victorious. Their power only increase, not decrease. They feed each other's power instead of draining energy. So in this way, after so many baths, so much water flowing, Radharani's hair is loosened. The designs of her skin was also washed off. Her body covers is now covered in perspiration, and her garments all fell apart. Seeing herself like this, rather she bowed her head, as if Krishna was playing some mischief in her heart. Radha illuminated the heart of all the people of the forest with the ever-increasing brilliance of the Abhishek. Radhika was like a piece of special herb that appeared during the monsoon season to save the life of the universe. So how beautiful Goswami is presenting this. For the Brahmasis, Radharani is like a very powerful herb that appears during the monsoon season to save the life of the universe. So he also says, the path of Radha and Krishna's love are like two wonderful fish jumping in bliss out of the water, distributing the nectar of all the people. And now comes the final part. As Radha and Krishna were glancing towards each other, this final part, Radharani's reflection was on Krishna's eyes. You could see Radharani's face, body reflected in Krishna's eyes. And by seeing the ecstatic transformation of Radharani, Radharani's
What battery is yours? No current is falling.
So just pay attention. This is a very, very beautiful thing now. This is the extra, this is the extra bath. That is like the 10th bath, which is unofficial bath. As the 9th bath was going on, as the water was cascading from Radharani's body, she was feeling so much ecstatic symptoms. Her body was shivering. Her body was emanating so much heat also. And that heat mixed with the cold water was making that water bubble. So by feeling also that, Krishna also felt ecstatic symptoms. And when the reflection of Radharani's beautiful form in Krishna's eye appeared, Krishna, he was manifesting tears of ecstasy. So that was the final part. When Radharani was bathed by Krishna's tears in the reflection of his eyes. Guru Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Jai Jai Sri Radhe Krishna. So I think now we have to continue the program with another function. This pastime is not over yet. There is so many things to be described. In another opportunity, we will continue, or you can also read by yourself the book and then, like delight yourself with this most beautiful coronation of Radharani as the only one queen of Braj. Gaur Pramanande, Hari Bol, Vancha, Kapil, Shakri Bas, Kavitan, Balavan.